Let's show you a different type. Um, Database drop down. We don't have a database, so we're not going to do that. Choice option buttons. Sounds like a good. Once again, this is go ahead and enter your question. Put your alias in there. So this is my choice option. Subtext. Don't need any subtext for this one. Um, Move this down a little bit. Is it required? Yes or no? Random order. So every time they come to this question, you can move the answers around. So kind of like a quiz. You can move things around so people are not expecting the answer in a certain place. Vertical alignment. You can do it vertical or horizontal. Vertical, we're going to stack them. Answer choices. They have, if you have, certain choices like agree to disagree, below average to above average. We'll use that one. And what it does is it defaults and puts below average, average, above average. You may not like that selection of choices, and maybe it's friendly or neutral, unfriendly, very unfriendly, and so you can go ahead and change those as you want, or you just create your own. Okay. Useful, useless. I don't know how this has to relate to my question, but we'll go with it. And then from here, if it's very useful, we'll give it 5 points, and then, whoops. And give it points so it will go into SPS a little neater. And you have the option to add other categories. So if you want them to go ahead and give a text input, maybe you give what's your favorite fruit, and you have apples and oranges and bananas and other, and they want to put pineapple, so they would have the option of doing that. So let's throw another in there just for kicks. And you have a choice of a text area or a text box, and basically that's just the size of the answer. So we're going to go with a text box and save. So if we take a look at our new question here, do you like my choice option button question? Oh, it's very useful. It's useless. Very, very useless. And other. Maybe we put in, we don't have words to describe this. So that's kind of the idea of adding questions. And once again, there's 20 different options out there, and it's a matter of going out and finding the one that you like. You also have open-ended date, which restricts it to a properly formatted date. Open-ended number, all they can input is a number. They can't put any text. If you want it one or more lines, you have that option. You have matrix, so multiple answers per row for check boxes, and um, you also have rating scales. So a lot of different things that you can put in there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to cancel that, and we will go in to create a new page at the bottom. And part of this page, we'll go ahead and add a and let's see, how old would you like to be? Okay, is it required? No. Default value, You have an option to put a default in there, but we can also give it a minimum value. So the minimum is, well, we can't go any lower than 0. And the maximum value is certainly we don't want to get anything over maybe 120. And the maximum number of characters, well, 3. And we go ahead and save this. So this the break here that you see, this blue bar, that indicates your new page. And so we're going to go ahead and edit the page properties. This is page 2. Okay. Didn't say the survey had to be truthful. It just has to be demonstrating. Okay, so we have an additional question, and then if we're done, we can go ahead and click done. Or if you're ready to launch this thing, we can go ahead and launch it. So now we have gone ahead and opened this survey for folks to take a peek at. Okay, and if I click on the survey and we have the demo survey, this will indicate page 1 of 2 up in the upper right hand corner. And is this a great survey? Well, of course it is. It's very useful. Okay, and then we'll go to our next question. How old would you like to be? Let's see. 25 was a nice time. I had a good time. Actually, high school was good too. But and then I'm done, and it will submit my results. Thank you for taking the survey, and we'll go ahead and close. Okay, and so that was just a demo. And so now, if you wanted to go in and do further design, you would have to first go into options and set it back to design. That way folks can't be adding information to your survey. And that's important to note. If you have an open survey, you cannot edit the questions. You have to be in design view. And if you're in design view, you're going to have to empty all of the responses out. So, you know, before you launch this thing, make sure you got it right. And we'll talk about this in the next installment. And as you can tell, we had 1 response. And this tells me how well we did. True, true. And I have a view response, and average is 25. So we're going to stop there at the time. Whoops. Let me go to the surveys. Stop there, and then we'll go ahead and mess with the options and deployment and analysis and see that. So catch you in a few moments.